Well, hello and welcome to today's episode of Artful Elf. You may notice that I've dropped the elf logo. I am no longer going to have that persona of being an elf. I'm just going to be myself and have the ELF representing everyday loving fun. And that's the focus for today's artwork. So if you'd like to join in and colour in and doodle alongside me, please use the printout that I've provided, the colouring sheet, or just grab a piece of paper. So go and get a coffee, relax, and all your bits and pieces ready, and join in with me. So sitting comfortably with your feet flat on the floor, if possible, and your hands resting in your lap. Relax and be aware of your surroundings and yourself. And breathe in to the count of 5 and out to the count of 7, 10 times. In, out. 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 Now you should be feeling quite relaxed and ready for the exercise. Try and concentrate on what you're doing, and if any distractions come, acknowledge them and get back to what you were doing. Right, well, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing, but I've got this new thing, so I'm going to, all I've got on my mind is everyday loving fun, which is ELF, and so I'm just playing with that idea. I have absolutely no idea where I'm going with it. I've got this new piece of equipment, a curve that you can curve round and do whatever with. So I'm playing with that for now while I think about elf, everyday loving fun. And I think every day we should have a bit of fun and a bit of love. Do we need a, oh, I don't like the look of that. It looks a bit like a sauce sticker. We can't have that. How about that? So I've never used this curve thing before. It holds itself quite well, so that's good. Everyday loving fun. And also I've bought these things, French curves, I think they're called, so that we can have some ellipses of different sizes. Don't quite know what I'm doing. I'm just doodling, making shapes. Having fun. Every day we need to have a bit of fun. There's some bigger ones there. No, I want to stick with the little ones. Everyday loving fun. Will that fit in there? Yes, that will fit in there. As I said, I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm just having a bit of fun. That's the smallest. So I think this might just be a colouring sheet for you to do at home. And then I will colour it in and paint it and consider thinking if it might make a suitable logo for my videos. It might not. I might decide, no, I want to do something else. So it's certainly easier than drawing them freehand. What else? Let's have some down there. Is that enough, do you think? I don't know. These are all going that way, and I think we'll keep them that way. Now for some lettering. I can't remember if I've got a stencil for lettering in here or not. I don't think I have. No. Somewhere I've got a stencil with some letters on, but where it is, who knows? So it'll have to be my every day that D's a bit small. Where's my rubber gone? That's a bit wobbly. Every day. Where should we have loving? There we are. Whack. Oh. Ends are awkward. And G's are even more awkward. So where should we put fun? There or there? Or there? Or there? Let's have fun there. Another N. There you go, Everyday Loving Fun. I think that will do for the basic colouring sheet. Right, I've decided to go for watercolours, but I can't put too much on the paper because it's just the thin. But I noticed something, that I'd done it over the top of that one, and I've got lots of lovely rainbow effect circle ellipses on the back. Just thought that was interesting. I want to go blue, and I'm using this water pen. I don't know if you can see that. A brush that is fairly stiff, and it's got a reservoir of water, and that's really good for painting outdoors. So you haven't got to have a pot of water. And I don't want to have too much water on my page, so I'm hoping that this will prevent me from going too wet. We will see. It will probably buckle. But the advantage of this pen is that it's easy to control because it is like a pen rather than a paintbrush. So there's quite a bit of water coming out of it, which is a shame. Actually, I want the ellipses to be a darker blue, so I'm not going to worry about going over them because yes, there's a lot of water. This is probably a mistake. It will buckle up. Hey ho. You live and learn, and sometimes you don't learn. But anyway, I want this blue background. One advantage is it will dry fairly quickly. Did think about using crayons, but something in me just wanted to use the paints. So the paints it is, even though my paper will buckle. But hey, I don't care. I'm having a bit of fun. And if I like this as an idea for sort of a logo for my Artful Elf, I can always do it again a bit more carefully, can't I? Which is what I might do. So I'm just going to enjoy this. Have some fun. Oops, went over the edge. And if it turns out that I think actually this might make a good logo, I can do it again more carefully and without a running commentary on the camera. We will see. But anyway, the fact that the Artful Elf is here means that you now know that my decision was that I will continue, but I'm ditching the elf character. And forgive me if I've already said that in the introduction. I haven't filmed the introduction yet, and when I do the introduction I might have forgotten what I've said in this bit, because I film these a bit at a time. I don't do it all in one sitting. Oops, we didn't want to go over that. Never mind. Oh, that's dark. that's that. Just need to wipe the nib. I'm going to let that dry before I do any more. Well, here I am, as you can see, with a cup of tea, ready for the next instalment of this. Oh, my hands are cold. I'm going to go, I think, for yellow. I like yellow. It's a nice bright colour, isn't it, yellow? Every day. You know, things we do every day become part of who we are, and the habits can either be useful and good or not so good. And actually being mindful of what's going on in our lives is good. To spend some time each day in thoughtful reflection is very good, and doing something like colouring in can help with that. And every day the sun comes out, whether we see it or not. So yellow is the colour of sun and sunshine, and we do need a bit of sunshine, which is why the winter months can often be difficult for people who suffer from SAD, seasonal affective disorder. They can feel quite sad. It can be quite depressing being without the sunshine. We need the vitamin that comes from sunshine that goes in through our heads. So I'm going to go orange for the next bit. That one. So orange. Again, a bright, cheerful colour. And this is going round towards the word fun. And we need a little bit of fun in our lives each day. Also, it doesn't do to take ourselves too seriously, I think. I think some of us are in danger of taking ourselves too seriously. We need to be able to have some fun at our own expense. Not take ourselves too seriously, but enjoy life. And Jesus said he came to bring life in all its fullness, and that includes having fun. I think God must have a sense of humour. Look at the duck-billed platypus. I mean, crikey. Amazing. So every day, it's good to have some fun every day. And loving. Well, it's good to have love in your life, isn't it? And I'm going to go for quite a dark red. I nearly went for that red there, but I thought, no, let's see what this... Oh, it's more of a purple. I'm not sure I do want that red. Let's see if we can. Haven't got any water here, so I'm stuck with it. Let's see if I can. Oh well, this colour it is, because I didn't bring any water to dip my brush in. I'm also aware I'm putting my wrist into it. Loving. It's good to have love in our lives every day, to have some love, and whether that's from family or friends, to keep in touch with them is good. And that's why Facebook and mobile phones are so wonderful. We didn't have them years ago. So it's good to remember those we love, and to remember that we are loved, and to do loving things. Keep in touch with our friends, our family, and to accept love from others. Sometimes we behave as if we're the ones doing all the giving. But sometimes we're in a period of life where we're on the receiving end of someone's care. For instance, when we're poorly or ill, we have to accept that someone else is going to take care of us. And that can be difficult. That can be difficult. So where are we going next with this? I think I'm going to colour these a darker colour. I'm going to start with blue. That's the darkest blue. So, oh, that's nice. Now, do I want them all to be blue? That is the question. And it's a question I don't know the answer to. I don't know whether I want them all blue or not. I like blue as a colour. The colour of the sky. But it's also the colour we describe being in low mood. And we sometimes say, I'm feeling blue, or I've got the blues. Feeling low. And you know what? It is perfectly normal to have days when we feel low and sad. And an awful lot of people have a lot of those days. But depression isn't the same as just feeling a bit low. Clinical depression is a different beast altogether. But we all feel low from time to time. Yes, I am going to go for blue. And an awful lot of people do suffer from depression, and they need our support and help and understanding. So if you've got someone who's suffering from depression, or you're suffering from depression and you want some support, feel free to get in touch with me, because I know what it's like to be depressed. And I know what it's like to support people who are depressed. And it isn't something you can snap out of. You can't just pull yourself together. If you can pull yourself together, you're possibly not depressed. You're probably just in a low mood, which is a perfectly normal thing to feel. We can't all be happy all the time. And this weather and this COVID is enough to make anyone feel low. I've had enough of blue. I want to change to a different colour now. In fact, I'm going to mix it up a bit. Let's mix those two together and get a bit of purple. Let's go purple. Now, purple reminds me of Advent. In ordering the Advent candles for the school, for someone. Making plans for Advent, the run up to Christmas. It's good to plan, even though none of us really knows what's round the corner. Doesn't stop us from planning. Just this Christmas will be different to what we're used to. And I hope that we will be able to meet in our families. But we'll just have to wait and see. Whatever happens, Christmas will be celebrated. There we go. What should we do with that? It's not much different, is it? Nearly finished. And then I'll have a pause while I have a think about what to do with the other bits. So let's pause that and we'll come back to it in a minute. Here we go again. Notice some green here, so I'm going to colour these bigger ovals in green. Green, the colour of growth. And in the church, normal to everyday time when it's not a special season. Green for grass. And the ecology, eco-friendly things are said to be green. So we need to look after our planet, don't we, every day? What else is green representing? What do you think of with green? Green with envy. Oh, it's not good to be envious in a nasty way. Jealousy. Jealousy is not nice. Envy's not quite the same as jealousy. There's a subtle difference, but it's not one of the more positive emotions. So let's try not to be envious of others. Let's try to be satisfied with who we are and what we have. I'm going to put a border around this. That's a bit close to the edge. I often do that. I go too close to the edge. So unless I know I'm going to have one of those borders where things pop outside the border. So what shall I use? What colour? Yeah, so this pink. Try and get it straight. Now then, have I managed it? No, I haven't. Though, if I do that, I have managed it. Well done me. Close that up. There we go. Well, that's quite nice. Quite like that effect. And I'm going to put, that doesn't go on there, that goes on there. I'm going to fill in the word loving. But I haven't got an orange or a yellow to be able to make those match in the same way, so I'm going to use this one for all of them. There we go. Every day. And that's the good thing about doing this sort of doodling, painting on a piece of paper that's not ever so brilliantly expensive, is that you can just have some fun. Well, here we are for my next go at this. I am going to put E. It didn't work very well. Oh, okay, let's take advantage of the mess that I'm making of this. And make it a big fat E. And a big fat L. And no guesses, no prizes for guessing what this one's going to be. A big fat F. To stand for everyday loving fun. Oh, better finish off this N, hadn't I? Oh dear, and I was left the lid off my felt tip, so I hope it hasn't all dried up. Everyday loving fun, because that's what the focus is every day have some loving fun. Love yourself. That's not in a selfish way, but look after yourself, because you're worth it. Whoever you are watching this, you are worth looking after yourself. I'm going to do an outline on there. No, I don't want that. I want a different colour. What colour? I can't see the colours. Losing the light. What have we got? Green. So, do I want thick? Yeah, let's go thick. Ah, now then. Do I go under over? Can I rub out that? I bet I can't because I've got paint on it. Let's just see. No. Right, okay. So that answers that. We're going over. Oops, that went a bit wobbly. Now, do I want a different colour for the other ones? I think I probably do. That's pink, let's have red. Let's have red for the yellow one. Oh, you can see the pencil through it, never mind, not the end of the world. Have to become a feature. That's one of the downsides of me doing you a drawing in colouring in sheet. I sort of set the scene before I start, aren't I? But that's okay. I hope you are doing the colouring in sheets and someone's using them. There we go. And what about that one? Oh, I don't want brown. I think I might go purpley colour. Is that purple? Yeah, let's go purple for that one. Yeah. Oops, bit of a wobble there. Let's hope they meet up. Yes. Doing some outlines makes a big difference, doesn't it? Really neatens it up. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to spend on this. There we go. Might have to just do some quick squiggles. Oh, what should we do? What shall we do next? I think it's a heart to symbolise love. Let's have some hearts. To remind us to love a little every day, or love a lot every day. And that includes taking care of ourselves. Because you know what? You are worth it. In the words of is it a shampoo advert? There's some hearts. Hearts for love. Let's just go around that a bit. Perhaps not the best decision. Oh well. That didn't work out so well, but never mind. What else would you like to see on here? What colour is that? I don't know. Spots, everyday spots. Don't ask why. Just random. Filling up the paper. Well, folks, I think we're nearly at the end of this one. Partly because I'm running short of time. So, just want to make some of these a different colour. Oops. So don't forget, every day, have a little bit of fun and a little bit of love. A lot of love and a lot of fun is what we all need, I think. Oh, went over the edges. Never mind. But I'm going to do a bit of a let's spread a bit of extra colour. It's all a bit blue, isn't it? Let's bit scribbly. That's okay. I think I'm going to declare that finished because I can't think of what else to do with it without really overloading it with too much watery stuff. So she continuing. Everyday loving fun. See you another day. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to having some comments, some look at what you've done. I'd love to see what you've done. So that's it for today, folks.